Ever had one of those games that could make or break your entire season? Because this was exactly that. But before we dive into the game, let me give you a bit more context on just how much was on the line. This isn't just any game, it's the last match of the season. It's been a tough year for us, scoring only 19 goals in 26 games and now sitting 2 points below safety. If we lose today, that's it. We're relegated, and to make it worse, we're up against our biggest rivals who have absolutely nothing to play for except the chance to send us down and enjoy every second of it. From the very first whistle we come out firing, just 10 seconds in and we've already created our first chance on goal. Not the biggest chance, but it's exactly the start we need. But just as quickly they come straight back at us, less than a minute in, and both teams have already had their first real opportunities. Thankfully, I get a good read on the header and I manage to hold on to the ball, no rebounds and no second chances for them. But they're not slowing down. Just a few minutes later, they win a free kick out wide. The delivery is perfect and the header is even better, but the save, probably my best of the season. Unfortunately, the camera angle doesn't really do it justice, but if you look closely, you can see me almost diving backwards, somehow getting a hand to it and turning it around the post. An incredible feeling as a goalkeeper. After that, both teams had a few half chances, nothing too dangerous, but just enough to keep the game on the edge. Then, out of nowhere, this happens.
Og så er det den batteren! Oi Nettelon! Og så er det Beatrice som ved Laxiata! Og det ikke Johan Josefsen som
Not the best goal you'll ever see, but hey, in our situation, they all count. Just a few minutes after we score though, we make a mistake at the back and they hit us on the counter.
Er det Stefan? Stefan har bollen framvis. Stefan Jasper Vionon. Stefan smycker till! Hamrar bollen åt första.
An incredible strike that had me completely beaten, but thankfully it smashes off the crossbar. Not long after, it's our turn again. We win the ball back after their throw-in, fight hard and take control. Our number 10 spots the run and plays a perfect through ball, and from a near impossible angle, this happens. A brilliant goal, exactly what we needed right before halftime. Now up 2-0 and we were in total control of the game. For the rest of the first half, they kept the pressure on us. They had a few dangerous free kicks and corners, but we defended brilliantly as a team. Everyone stayed focused, making sure they couldn't get any real chances to pull one back. As the second half kicks off, the picture stays the same. They're throwing everything at us, trying to break us down. We stay strong, defending well and keeping them out. But then, I almost hand them a lifeline.
Det Taurer som fär höjren, men det som öjer höjren till Mamma Svenjar Trönde Vattnhammar.
Ja, så han har större passar och så där man säga och hur går det med? Okej. Men
not my proudest moment as a goalkeeper, but thankfully the striker doesn't catch it cleanly and I managed to recover just in time to scoop up the ball. What happens next is one of the most controversial referee decisions you'll ever see.
Flammet med ballen till Peter. Peter Felsson och så vill Feltor. Så vill Feltor så är det Petter på. Kvar farva Vera. Karsten och där.
Now, I have to be very careful what I say here, so I'll just let the footage and the commentators do the talking. Watch this and let me know in the comments, did the ref get it right, or should it have been a red card?
Wow! Hva skjer her? Hva skjer her? Det var god skål! Wow! Wow! Det var flott.
Nothing came from the free kick, we defended it bravely, but unfortunately it led to a corner kick, and that's when things went wrong.
Tauler er oppe. Og så Boe, smekker til! Og så hever det så i Mekka, og Molde Stefan nå! 2-1!
I went up to punch the ball clear, but didn't connect cleanly. The ball is loose, and after a heavy deflection, it ends up in the back of the net. 2-1, and just like that, the game was wide open again. At this point, everyone expected them to push on for the equalizer in the last few minutes. They had all the momentum and we knew we were in for a fight. But then, out of absolutely nowhere, we created our first real chance of the second half.
Johan Josefsen! Ragnar! Så är det bakom på svecka till! Och så är Beate Tröst! Skårar till 2-1 och Barca på! Och här leipar allt in
And just like that, we struck again, and you can see it in the celebrations, what it means to the players, the staff and the supporters. After fighting so hard all season, staying up was no longer a dream, it was becoming a reality. As most people thought the game was over, we weren't finished yet. To top it all off, we won a penalty in extra time. Our 17-year-old striker, already on 2 goals, now had the chance to complete his hat-trick.
Yeah! Helvete, yeah!
Cool as you like, calmly slotted it home, and with that, the game was done, 4-1, and a perfect way to finish what had been an unforgettable game. Now, all we were waiting for was the final whistle. As soon as it blew, we knew we'd done it. Supporters flooded the field, celebrating with us. Relief, pride, everything we had been fighting for all season long. Against all odds, we stayed up. Once again proving what we're capable of when it matters the most. And that's the beauty of football. These moments of pure resilience and joy is what makes it all worth it.